Hey cutie, so a few months back I made a video where I explained in excruciating detail what it meant to main each hero in Marvel Rivals. And with all the depraved comments you left on that video, an idea minced my meat noodle. Since you goose garglers are so freaky, why don't I rank exactly how freaky you are based on who you main? Just like the previous video, there will be no holding back here. I'm gonna use every bit of knowledge I have gained over the months to give you an honest explanation on how freaky you are, based on the character you chose to main in this dog shit gooner video game. And what better way to start this video off than talking about every ADHD haver's favorite human, Spider-Man. So we all know Spider-Man players have never and will never get sticky with anyone besides their left hand in the real world. So they opt to pressing Q and busting a nut on anyone in their vicinity like they're auditioning for a Hall of Fame spot on r/Jizzy tapes. Peter Parker players haven't gotten even an ounce of puss since exiting the placenta. So to distract themselves from their severe depression, they fling themselves around the map at Bugatti Veyron speeds and choose to commit war crimes on me by molesting me with their webs until I inevitably uninstall my life. I just want to let every single one of you Parker players know that if my grandma's retarded ass would stop mistaking the router as a hammock, you would get your bussies clapped every single 1v1. Huge freaky deaky tier. And oh yeah, here are the tiers by the way. Take a hard look at them. Alright, now let's be honest. There's not a single Blade main watching this video right now. Y'all are too busy doing productive shit with your lives and watching fucking Terminator 2. Whenever you see someone rocking a leather jacket and giving you a mean mug, you just know that person fucks. So I'ma wrap this up and cuck my nuts and butt this buff huff into part-time freak tier. Cause you're the type of guy to abstain from lustful activities for months and then give some random female the time of his life. Her life. Fucking Jesus, man. Speaking of Jesus, next up we got Human Torch. And I don't know why I transitioned it like that, cause Jesus is far from what Johnny players seek. If you main Johnny boy, you probably got a terrorism kink. There's a high chance that you gooned in 9/11 footage. Regular pornography doesn't get you off anymore. Instead, you need to picture yourself getting railed by Sarbamba. Freaky deaky tier is what you queers adhere. And oh goody, look at that. Next up we got every depressed white boy's dream sneaky link. Magik. And that's not even a knock to you mayonnaise packets, cause I'm in the same ship as you. You Magik mains gotta be next level horny with how bad you wanna shove your comedically oversized sword down my urethra every game. It's almost like there's a tumor that develops in y'all's brains that forces you to have tunnel vision on my chocolate starfish. How many times do I have to tell y'all that I don't want you to make my asshole bleed from your sword? For Christ's sake, I just got done with my period. Freak philanthropist here. Next up is the motherfucking doc. Now if you would have asked me about a week ago, I would have probably given you cuties a solid D tier. But I recently saw a clip of a Doctor Strange whipping Dagger's ass cheeks every time she went into cloak form. That's some solid BDSM shit right there. And maybe a little racism. And last I checked, normal sane people don't usually partake in whipping their partners. So I'm gonna stroke you Strange mains into pushing it tier. Cause you're bordering edging freakiness. Guys, guess what? Next is the Hulk. I'm sure you already know where this is going, but for those unaware, Hulk isn't actually angry. He's actually just extremely aroused all the time. That's why he picks you up and smashes your corpse against the floor with godlike strength. The reason people main him is because they are very small people in the real world, and they secretly would like it if someone were to pick them up and smash them against the floor. So BB's going in freaky deaky. Next up is Tony Sharp, and if you main this man, I reckon you're just a normal bloke who only unleashes the freak beast on occasion. Like, I get the vibe you're more mentally broken than lustful. Like, your Instagram reel feed is probably full of people dying in car crashes with big ass explosions. But you know what? At least you're not a gooner. Good on you. So I'ma put you guys in rare freak. Next up is my wife, and this is gonna be controversial. I don't think Luna mains are as down astronomical as people make them out to be. Don't get me wrong, there's a multitude of reasons on why a goofy gooner would want to sink countless hours into the white Lucio, her summer skin, but I just imagine people who main her to be your average gamers. And that's probably why they're always so shit when they're on my team. Luna mains probably have wives or husbands waiting for them at home with their legs spread open and bungus revealed. So their freaky meter can't possibly be that high, unless they're a swinger couple. But just like how I hope that swinger couples are rare, I'm gonna give you Luna mains a rare freak. Now Namor mains are a special bunch, let me tell you. You know how in every friend group there's a friend who's always single even though they're easily the most attractive of the bunch? Well, that's the vibe I pick up from Namor mains. There's really only two different types of people who can main Namor. Morbidly obese basement dwellers and the people I just described. Either way, they're completely innocent when it comes to laying pipe, so I'm gonna throw you blokes in innocent tier. tier. Next up is Loki. And I know damn well you Loki mains cop that bulge skin within seconds of it dropping. Y'all the type of dudes to go to a swinger party and accidentally find your mom and dad and be so down bad that you still want to follow through and pursue. Loki mains can't possibly comprehend a 1v1 in the bed sheets. They need to be tag teaming with their tunnel buddies or they ain't participating. Homie Loki's going in freaky deaky tier. Black Panther mains are like the Pedro Pascal of Marvel fans. They just can't help themselves but grope you in any given opportunity they're presented with. And take this as a life lesson. If someone is constantly rubbing up on you and showing you affection, they're probably into you. So make sure next time your uncle does it, you tell a trusted adult. Wakanda's going in freaky deaky. Next up is a slur for black people, the raccoon. Out of every sick ass superhero you could have chosen to main in this game, you picked the tiny ass rodent. This says a lot about you as a person. Just about every other character in this shit ass game comes equipped with knockers the size of Andromeda or bunguses the size of my ego. So the fact that you skipped over those lustful individuals indicates you're more innocent than Dexter Morgan. So you're gonna be the second participant of the innocent tier. Good job, coons. Next is GROOT, and I'm actually not sure about his freak meter. I mean, I guess I could just ask him. I'm sure it wouldn't be a big hassle. Yo, GROOT, you be laying pipe, man?
I am Groot.
Let's see, yeah.
I am Groot.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I am Groot. 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 I am Groot.
Alright. Y'all don't even want to know what he just said, man. All I'm saying is there's a reason this tree is dead right here. I should have known he a freak since Vin Diesel voices him, bro. My god. Freak philanthropist, man. Next up is Peni Parker, and this character is extremely young looking. Surely nobody is fiending over her. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna pray that you guys are just rare freaks. Storm mains are the type of neckbeard having individuals who used to pray for their bullies to give them swirlies in school. I just feel like you guys are a bit off. Is the best and nicest way of putting it. Like the only thing you're getting freaky with are your schizophrenic hallucinations. And on a second note, you're likely a massive gooner, cause it's almost impossible not to admire the absolute unit that is Storm's Muff Mountains. Either way, I'ma put you guys in pushing it. Next up is the man who greatly adores shoving his balls into your face, Magneto. Now the individuals who play Mag the most probably aren't even aware of the over-sexualization of all the other characters in this game. Because I take Mag mains to be the types of people who purposely didn't put a camo on their ballista back in Black Ops 2 because it was quote too distracting. Magneto mains are the most competitive sweat lords who you just know reek of primal pheromones. But some people like natural musty scents, so I guess you guys can't be fully innocent. So I'ma put you guys in rare freak. Next up is Star-Lord, and let's make this quick. You're the type of guy who constantly feels the need to copy other people, that way you fit in. Every time you talk to a woman, you make them so uncomfortable to the point where you're escorted off the premises. It's impossible for you to get freaky for this reason. So, you're innocent by default, although you don't want to be. Next is Mantis, and look, I've learned a lot since the last time I ranked the infamous Mantits. In the last mains video, I talked about how you're a massive gooner if you mained her, and that's just wrong. Okay, so as I was taking a quick piss break in between recording these sections, I stumbled upon Mantis in real life, dude. This bitch was clinging to my wall. Take a look at this shit. Look at this fucking thing, dude. Fucker was on my wall, dude. Look, there's his remains. She really thought she could just live in my house rent-free. Despicable thought process. I would say you're innocent if you main Mantis, but you're most certainly a freak. Just not the same kind of freak we've been talking about. Like, you look like a freak. You're pushing it, pal. You know who else is pushing it? Frank Castle. But he's not pushing it when it comes to edging freakiness. He's pushing his meat inside of you with any chance he gets. Frank mains actually have the ability to use his zipline in real life and pounce on unsuspecting victims and then hypnotize them with his surreal and spectacular physique, which then causes a 100% success rate in him laying pipe on you. So I think it's safe to say Punisher mains are the Christopher Columbus of the freak philanthropist here. Next up is Wanda players. Now you Willy Wonka looking weirdos really got me wondering what the fuck goes through your head on a daily basis. Cause this is a bit off topic, but why are all of you so ass at this video game? Like I swear, y'all are the types of people to mistake a 12 gauge as a lollipop. And if you're that retarded, you probably go around sticking your dick in just about anything that moves. That maggot infested corpse on the side of the road? Sign me up. That glory hole you just watched the homeless Fent addict bust a nut in? Well, that's just extra lubricant. I guess you Wanda mains aren't freaky on purpose. Your brains are just so underdeveloped despite you being in your 20s that you're unintentionally the biggest biggest gooner in the multiverse. So I'm gonna give you guys pushing it to even things out a bit. Hey Hela mains, I got a question for you. Why is it that whenever I'm trying to have a friendly, relaxing game of quick play, you gothic sluts feel the need to dick me down harder than an Asian man does at his dog? Speaking of Asian men, did you know it's a proven fact that all Hela players are Asian from the waist down, since Asian people factually have a below average penis size? This is why Hela players resort to twisting their tunnel tap like they're playing a ranked game of Jerkmate, because nobody wants to deal with your tic-tac tulip. Trust me, I would know. I used to main Hela back in season 0, and ever since I switched to Bucky, my dick grew by half an inch. Freak philanthropist. Next up is Daddy Venom. This man literally has a whole twerking emote. No matter how many times Marvel won't show us, we all know Venom uses that tongue for more than tasting food with every woman he encounters. Like I said before, Venom doesn't take me as the type of guy to know what consent is, but I reckon his players have a more intellectual understanding of it, even if it may only be slight. Venom players are the type of dudes to hype up their foreplay in bed, just for them to low-key bite your vagina lip off like Mike Tyson probably does to his wife. I just can't prove this, because my mangina doesn't have any lips as of current, but I know you fucks are freaky deaky. Next up is Warlock, or should I say Warcock, because I know damn well that dong of yours has been through wars more violent than both of the world wars combined. Any character who can res you is a guaranteed freak in my eyes, because you know them cuties are built like Prime Arnold. So please, Adam Horcock mains, let me play with your nipples. Part-time freak tier. Next up is what I like to call the casual gamer of Marvel rivals, being Jeff mains. Now you see, these adorable little amphibians. Wait, are sharks amphibians? Oh. Well, these adorable little sharkibians are extremely barren when it comes to skills in this game. What they are not, however, is barren in terms of bearing you back shots. Cause Jeff mains are the type of people to only play on Sunday nights after watching the football game, while sipping on their Everclear trying to escape paying child support for just one night. Only for them to hook up with some 10 out of 10 blonde bitch the next day and start the cycle of child support all over again. It's a win-lose situation for Jeff mains. Cause on one hand, they're masters of laying pipe, but on the other hand, their pull-out game is worse than Genghis Khan's. So I reckon it's only right to give these delightful brides the blightful freaky deaky tier. Next up is Thor, and I'm gonna slam this section's gas pedal to the floor, cause this is a man I do not adore. Thor mains are the type of dudes to blindfold their date and use a bad dragon instead of their meat due to their lackluster length. Their whole life is a lie. Thor mains will sit there and unironically tell you that he's not chopped as fuck in the game, and that he's actually one of the hottest heroes. Delusion is a sad case. You're going in rare freak tier. Next up is Lord Bucky, and this is by far the most accurate section of the video, as I am a based Buckethy main myself. I speak for all alpha Bucky mains when I say we are not gooners, but we can unleash the beast if so taunted. Fuck off. But we can unleash the beast if so taunted. We just don't have time to hand out handies all the time, man. We got responsibilities and shit, like taking 2 to 3 weeks to upload a fucking YouTube video. Hey, what can I say, man? I'm a busy bloke. The Buckster's going in part-time freak. And you know who else is going in part-time freak? Your mother. Nah, just mucking with you. She's got a full-time position with yours truly. And jokes aside, Captain America can be closely compared to Bucky in a way, where his players have moral responsibilities to attend to before they mash their potatoes with someone. And I know, trust me, it feels weird not to just bully this man into the bottom tier like I usually do, but I gotta keep it a buck with you. Lying just isn't in my DNA. So I'ma toss this dude in part-time freak, and there you go, America mains. Take your screenshots now, cause this is probably the highest he'll ever be in any of my tier list ever. Psylocke. I know what kind of man you are. Chances are the reason you main Psylocke is because your eyes met her vengeance skin one way or another, and you just couldn't resist jorking one out real quick. And next thing you know, you're in one of Noxylicious's ranked games on his team, sitting in the corner fingering yourself. Meanwhile, I'm left sweating my ass off trying to compensate with the fact that it takes your gooner ass 35 minutes to break even with your semen due to your severe erectile dysfunction that you developed from beating your meat 17.5 times a day. For the love of God, put your dongle away and help shoot the enemy combatants. Freak philanthropist here. Next up are the Goon Knight mains, and you guys just love your passive pleasure. For example, you throw down your anks and then let those do all the work for you, and I'm willing to bet that transfers to the bed as well. You're not a big fan of exercise, so you most likely hire another dude to take care of your girl while you just coach from the sidelines. kinda like Sneeko. And if you ask me, I'd say cuckology is of quite the freaky heritage. So y'all are going in freaky deaky tier. Next up is Hawkeye. I don't really got much to say about you guys. Y'all are the type of dudes to purposely stand 10 feet away from the toilet when taking a piss, because you never faked a trick shot. This most likely applies to semen shots too. You'll have your girl stand at the bottom of the Eiffel Tower, while you try to aim your underdeveloped children to land right on her face. But you fail every time. Just like how you fail every time you try to diff me in-game. Part-time freak. Next is Squirrel Girl, and I've noticed something that low-key bothers me. There are hundreds, if not thousands of people who will unironically sit there and glaze this woman whenever I call her ugly. Let me just remind you guys that she isn't actually real. With that being said, if you main her, neither is your sex life. Y'all will be stroking your baloney pony all alone for years on end. Nobody wants to mash pissers with someone who likes tails sexually. Innocent tier. Let's talk about Iron Fist. You guys are the type of people to use your lover's genitals as a punching bag. You'll probably never have kids, cause after a one night stand, whoever you just slept with will be infertile. Somebody needs to teach you that it's not okay to beat women. Unless they deserve it. I'm putting you guys and pushing it. Next up is Black Widow. Chances are if you pick this shitty ass character as your main, you just wanted a good view as you played this third person game. You're most likely a normal guy or gal behind the screen. So I know this was quick, but so are my sessions with my left hand every time I see Widow. I'm giving you guys rare freak, cloak and dagger mains. You're either one of two things. Extremely overweight with a bedroom that looks like this, or extremely in shape and sexy with a bedroom that looks like this. One is a gym rat while the other a goon rat. So to balance the two out, I'm just gonna throw y'all in part-time freak. Next is Logan. I'm not sure why, but I always picture Wolverine mains to be the most violently obsessed Marvel fans. Like, y'all are the kinds of dudes that know every single thing about every single character, which includes their Rule 34. Your entire room is full of Marvel posters and memorabilia, and you probably have one of those titty mouse pads for Psylocke or Black Widow. So I'ma put you gents in pushing it. Next up is Mr. F. I picture you Reed mains to be the kind of people to live in your imagination. You most likely picture yourself as the main character in any scenario you may find yourself in, and your dreams always consist of you saving someone and getting praised for it afterwards. You just lack appraisal in the real world. Nothing is ever sexual with you guys, although if it was, you could bash some major bungus. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw you guys in innocent tier for now. Next up is Invisible Woman, and if you main Sue, you're the type of guy to fill gallon milk jugs full of semen and hoard them in your room for years on end. I can't help but imagine you got this type of build where your chin is literally eating your neck. Even a simple glance at a woman causes you to release cum at the velocity of I can't even say that, dude. Jesus Christ. Even a simple glance at a woman causes you to release at the velocity of Yellowstone erupting. Sue Storm mains are the only people on the planet who unironically enjoy the Marvel Rivals TikTok ads that this game puts out. Which if you happen to stumble upon one of those, just look at the fucking comments, bro. They're hilarious. So I think it's safe to say you freaklings earned yourself the freak philanthropist here. Next up is Ben Grimm, and Thing players thoroughly enjoy taking you to Pound Town, but unfortunately they're cursed with a peen the size of a pimple. Their pubic hairs are longer than their schlongs, to the point where if you only get a quick glance at it, you might mistake it for a fur coat. But there's still people who will gladly mash pissers with micro-real men, so lucky for you guys, you're still a part-time freak. Now if Thing mains are part-time freaks, Emma mains have master degrees in freakology. Frost mains are just the more depraved Hulk mains. Like, they still get to live out their fantasy of smashing people who are incapable of defending themselves, while also being quadruple caked up equipped with some bedrock built bitty bouncers. The chances of you gooning to mommy ASMR are extremely high if you main Emma. And before you start pointing fingers, I only have 7 years worth of playtime on her. Freak philanthropist. Next up is Ultron. Now Ultron mains aren't your typical freakazoids. These are the type of blokes to spend $100 on a yearly subscription to some scam AI girlfriend app, quote, as a joke. True story, by the way. You know who you are, Bubba. You ought to watch out if someone you know is an Ultron main, cause they might try and sneak in a dirty clinker in the middle of the night trying to keep it low key. And I don't know about you, but I hate wirebacks. Ultron mains are pushing it for sure. Lastly, we got cervix. Fuck, I mean penis. I mean shit, dude. Phoenix. Jesus, man. Lastly, we got Phoenix. Now this character just seems to tickle the enemies with how much damage he does. So I think it's a safe assumption that you're an avid enjoyer of getting your bungus tickled by BBCs every Wednesday. If I'm being real, I don't see this woman enough in-game to give a proper freak diagnosis, so I'm just gonna plop her in part-time freak to hopefully keep the 3 Phoenix mains in total at bay. And that wraps up, I guess, part 2 to what your Marvel Rivals main says about you. I'm planning on making a Dead by Daylight tier list very soon, as I've unfortunately been addicted to that cancer banger-ass game as of recent, so consider subscribing if that interests you. And again, thank you all so much for watching, Schnookies, and I'll see y'all later.